Okay, boys, we in this. We're in a three-man squad game here with me, EXE, and Newcastle. So quite the threesome, obviously. Up until this point, we haven't had any kills. We looted. We're now at this kind of interesting circle down here, way south. We're fairly well kit, but notice where the circle is. You know, we're right here. You know, apologies for all this kind of weird-looking stuff, but you know, busted a game and broke replays again, so we're just going to go ahead and parse through all these replays now before they put out any other updates that make them unplayable, like other replays that I've lost. So anyways, we're over here. We got all three members alive. We hear a motorcycle. We're kind of waiting to see where this next circle goes. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Alright, so circle's hitting. Waiting to hear these guys over here, but you can see now that this circle has completely screwed us. Like, yeah, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble here. We hear this motorcycle coming up behind us. There we are. Nice, love the backflip attempt by them. Their motorcycle almost explodes. We push up here. This isn't even really the important part. We push up behind them. We're creeping up, trying to get eyes. Newcastle, EXE, they're spread out, man. Anyways. Here's me. I'll just take some free kills. This is really just a setup, you know, kind of where the circle's at. EXE goes and kills this other guy in the house right there. We loot. We get some okay loot. We have some optics. We have some armor, but nothing really too great. And we have a long push to the next circle. There's the kill on the other guy. This is also during the April Fool's weekend, so you'll see half the names are listed as #unknown. I'm not even sure that was on purpose. Really hard to say. Really hard to say. So anyways, let's go ahead and speed it up a little bit here. We're pushing in now. We're literally running. We're past the circle. We barely have any meds, and you know, we're basically screwed here. But we're running towards this side of the circle, hoping that there's not any dudes right there on top of us. We've already seen dudes across the water south. We see this drop coming. We're hoping that maybe we'll get a lucky circle and really just, you know, be able to stay up here on this side of things, but no, obviously the circle's right across there, so we immediately say we have to just get in, we have to med, and we have to go, we have to swim. So, let's keep it going. As you can see, there's a couple dudes over there. Not seeing people on the map anymore is pretty crappy in this replay. I'm assuming the new replays aren't broken, it's just the old ones is my guess, but you never know. We're getting meds off. I'm pretty proud of us, honestly, for surviving at this point, up until this point. Other people are dying outside the play zone. There's only 9 alive at this point because of this crazy circle. We're going to make it. All 3 of us are going to make it. You see total kills are bugged down there in the left-hand corner as well. That's obviously not true. Make it in here. I think we used our last of our meds pretty much. We got to push on. We got to swim across here. I'm going to get a little fast forward going. I got a couple of boosts off. We have a minute left. I decide, hey, if I'm going to swim across here, I might as well get to the closest point on land. And I also see this crate. It landed. It's free. We're probably going to die anyways. At this point, I'm looting this. I get a level 3 vest out of this. It's great. I also get a ghillie suit. Both of those are going to come in super handy at this point. But also at this point, EXE, he just posts up right here. He says, hey, you know, this is Newcastle actually. EXE, they both post up and they say, I'm gonna go ahead and die. I see these guys across the river. Just go ahead and continue on. You know, I'm just gonna sacrifice myself. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? Let's go. Let's go. We gotta swim across here. We got 30 seconds. It's gonna take a while to swim. I got the ghillie suit though. Feels pretty good. So, they eventually try to join me in the water. They shoot some guys. They get some hits on people, too. They got them low. They didn't get any knocks. These guys take some hits on us as we continue to kind go across the water here. EXE's really at this point just like, oh, you know, I have got it. I got to stay on this side and I got to shoot more. But no, he eventually gets in the water. So now, I'm a little bit ahead of my squad here as that circle comes back on us. And these guys have basically the whole beach surrounded. It's just a nasty circle, a nasty situation. See those guys over there. There's another guy right here in these buildings. Here's me. I'm way out in front of everybody, and I'm barely ahead of this circle hitting land. So, I get up here. I slide on through with the ghillie. Meanwhile, EXE and Newcastle are just hitting the surface right now. They're just, yeah, they're right here. This is no good. EXE immediately gets taken out, executed because he's in the water. This other guy comes over here right as Newcastle's getting out of the water, just guns him down. Think about helping, but then I'm like, well, I've already slipped through here. I might as well play for this next circle. So, frick this, yeah, let's go. So, we're now at 5 alive. I honestly think it's a 1v4. I thought all those dudes were on the bridge over there, and I'm like, well, we'll see if we can do anything about this. You might have seen that guy on my screen over there to the south. I did not see him. I still don't see him. You know, I'm looking over here. I'm mostly thinking the dudes are just on the bridge, so I'm trying to get behind them. Once again, replay map feature broken, so you don't see anybody. But they're about right here. There's 3 of them here, and there's the one guy south, as you're about to see. I find this one dude, take him right out of the game, and finish him off too. So now I'm like, okay, well, that's 1 down. And now this other guy's shooting at me. Thankfully, he's using an SKS. He can't hit anything. I get a little bit of cover. Take some shots back at him. He's going to make a break for this tree. Honestly, none of those shots are important. You know, it's just kind of trying to really just find the range on this M16 with a 4X. I hear other things, so I'm pretty confident now that it's a 1v1 since I took out one of those other 3 banger guys. And so I'm kind of in a duel with this guy. The other guys, you hear that sniper going off to the west there. You see, I see this guy dancing. So clearly they're not shooting at me, they're shooting at him. I go to throw a nade there. I do manage to get that guy and finish him off. So now, I'm in a 1v2. Which is much more doable. Much more potential here to kind of get this game and really kind of finish it out on a strong note. So, I'm looking around. I see this guy who had the K98. Find him. After a couple panic shots there, you'll see that I actually did manage to down him. At the time, I was like, man, I got a couple hits on him, but then I started getting brutalized from right next to me. And I didn't realize till a second later, after I'd already crouched down to med, that that I had actually knocked him. So now, I'm in a 1v1. And this guy. He had a good angle on me there, lit me up. But at this point, I have meds, I got the ghillie suit. I know that where his partner is, and he's probably going to either try to revive him since he didn't push me after he hit me. So we just kind of do this dance. We walk around, try to find where each other is located. And at this point, since he hasn't pushed me, I'm pretty sure he's going to be at this partner with the rock. I see his partner. He doesn't see me. That ghillie suit comes in handy. But he hears my footsteps there. Just that split second of hesitation is enough for me to gun him down with that nice ump finish there. We'll swap to my perspective. One more look over there. Don't see him. I'm going to either finish this guy at the rock or kill his friend, and just see him peeking, and nice ump recoil. So that's where that circle finishes. Crazy finish. Really fun kind of push there. Thanks to the ghillie suit. Thanks for EXE and Newcastle for sacrificing themselves. Get that nice squad win.